Live from Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set and towing the slab here, Martin Perez. What do we have on him?
Sinker cutter change. He's not overpowering velocity, not even up to 90, which isn't, it's not like, oh, you got to have 90. If you can move the ball around, and all it's about is keeping hitters off balance. And if you can have some late movement, you miss the barrel, you get weak contact, and you can move through a game as we've seen him do this season.
Okay, all set to go. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And there's a foul ball.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Towards first, Vaughn. Steps on first for the out.
Batting second, the designated.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Christian Yelich stands in now and watches strike one. Shoots a line drive single into right center. So a man aboard now with one away.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
One gone, runner at first. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. And that's
inside,
off the inside edge. Ball one. This one smacked out to left center. And a base hit. Around second is Yelich. Not in time. He's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Sneaks through, base hit. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Brewers.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
First and second, one out. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
And here it comes. High fly ball, right field. Tauchman on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
That's in there. Strike one.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Got him looking. They limit the damage here.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at right field, towing the slab in today's game, Brandon Woodruff.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Mike Tauchman leading things off and takes a strike. Woodruff, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And now the count is even. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That's down and in.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Well struck right field. That one is gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Tied up here in the early going. That one hooked foul.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Benintendi to the plate. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 out, bases empty. Fastball for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That ball's carrying. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Andrew Vaughn now. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Wow,
No
no
ball,
fair
two
right
strikes.
there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult
That's
to
a
pick
ball.
that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Woodruff deals. Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Batting fifth, third
2 down,
baseman,
bases empty. Here's Josh Rojas. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Ground ball right side. Hoskins handles the chance. Throws to first in time. And the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Brewers,
Second inning
third
set to
baseman,
go.
Oliver
And
Dunn.
stepping in is the speedy Oliver Dunn. Perez back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team
1-1.
any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Outside with a breaking ball. And that is out of play. Stays alive. Swing and he breaks his bat. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Batting eighth, shortstop, Joseph Ortiz.
Next to hit, Joseph Ortiz. Ortiz playing up the middle at short in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
This is Bryce Terang. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Two out, space is empty. Foul ball. just missed. On the ground, right side. Vaughn takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Brewers go down quietly. They're down 2-1.
Blessing the land with all the madness going on. Feel good to jam. Oh man, baby, let the bass breathe.
Back here on the south side, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's one down.
Batting 7, designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
So now it's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
The count.
Just missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's off the mark. 2-1. Base knock center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 8, the shortstop,
Brooks Baldwin will hit next. Top of the zone for a called strike.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
The shortstop takes the ball. Runner on the go. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Corey Lee. Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul. Vargas on third. Baldwin over at first with 1 away. And delivers outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Two on, 1 out. Caught him looking for the K.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Tauchman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first. Tuchman is gone. That's out number 3. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 2 full. It's the White Sox 2 and the Brewers 1. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Jackson Chourio.
Just missed. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Ground ball to the right side. Now the throw to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Here comes Christian Yelich. Singled and scored his first time. A little bit low, and it's 1-0. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now
That's
one
a ball.
missed. Chopper to second. Sosa fires over to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, William Contreras.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one ripped. Robert raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here on the south side, Luis Robert now.
Center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Swing and a foul out of play. Strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That misses the zone, and a count 1-2. The other way. Jumps, but it's off his glove. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Robert on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
1 down, base is empty.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a strike. 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2 to count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. chases the changeup in the dirt. Contreras gathers,
He's
throws
out.
to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
Up next for the White Sox.
2 outs,
First
base is empty.
baseman,
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Caught looking his first time up. You too. And that one fouled off. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Ball one there. And a ball evens the count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. And it remains 2-2. And that's outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Rojas batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That misses, and it's 1-2. To the right side, boots it, gets off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. It's the White Sox 2 and the Brewers 1. Back at right field, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Garrett Mitchell. Flares one into right, and foul ball.
Well, they say it's a game of inches, and that's a perfect example right there. Could have been a big swing in this game if it stayed fair.
And a ground ball to first, and it's just foul. That was close. Up the middle, On the run, sends it over to first, and he gets him. Nicely done.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Now, Sal Frelick. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
He was all over that one.
Now
Couldn't get
batting,
any air
the
under
first
it, but he
baseman,
smoked that
Wayne
ball
Hoskins.
back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That's in there. That's strike one.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next pitch is outside. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. With the go-ahead run at the plate, top half of inning number 4. Next pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Frelick got his way to third. Here comes the throw, and the throw's offline, safe at third. A
Now
perfect
back,
example
third
right
baseman,
there. That
Oliver
plate
Dunn.
discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here's the third baseman, Oliver Dunn. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Frelick, the runner at third. Hoskins at first, 1 gone.
1-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Inside.
And now 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 1 out. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Chop to the left side. That's the third out. 2 left on to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the White Sox 2 and the Brewers 1.
In the background is a blank spot. Rolling dice and rocky cards.
And we're back.
And
Bottom
leading
4.
off for
Now
the
it's the
White
second
Sox.
baseman, Lenny
Second
Sosa.
baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. A solo shot. It's 3-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brandon Woodruff won't go any further. Two-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Nick Mears on to pitch out of the pen here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. A single his first time. And a foul ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Mitchell gets under it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, shortstop,
Brooks Baldwin getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Action in the pen down there. Brian Hudson, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Ashby warming up as well. One down, base is empty. That's outside. 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
One strike.
Late swing, foul to the left.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2-2 down. And that one in the air center field. Mitchell pulls it down, and there's two gone.
up next for the White Sox, catcher Corey.
Two down, base is empty. And now Corey Lee struck out looking his first time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And ball one. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's in there. 1-2. Now one missed. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that is the third out of the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Perez back to work. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, these Brewers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And now it's 1-2.
Ball inside.
That's down and in. On the ground to third, Rojas. 1 up, 1 down.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that
Now
ball in
batting,
the air or
right
get through
fielder,
it. Just
Jackson
bores in on the hands.
Chorio.
Jackson Chorio up now for the Brewers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Clips the corner, 0-1.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Right back to him on the mound. On to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Yelich in the box again, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Chop to first, Vaughn. A flip to the pitcher covering. Yelich out on the play. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and they still trail it here, 3-1.
Now pitching for
Here
Milwaukee.
comes the new arm for the Brewers,
Number
Ryan
52.
Hudson.
Just trying to keep this one
Ryan
close
Hudson.
here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
Leading
He's
off
already
for
homered in this game.
Right fielder, Mike
Hudson,
Tauchman.
27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015.
Ball 1.
Outside low, and that's ball
Count
1.
1-0.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So here's Robert now. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch
Right
finished
fielder,
right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the
Andy.
trigger.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Benintendi needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Next pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Vaughn up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. That one pushed foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. Full count, 3-2. Foul off, and they'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. White Sox add 1 on the solo shot. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Frazier Eller. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2.
Eller.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I love that swing, and I'm sure his hitting coach does even more. Took a pitch right on the low outside corner of the zone and just ripped it for a base hit. And that's easier said than done.
Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Garrett Mitchell. Line drive. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Now it's going to be Sal Frelick. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Out on a bang-bang play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And here is Hoskins. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from 3rd. It's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
2 outs, runner at 1st. And now Oliver Dunn. 0 for 2 in this one. That's hard hit on the line. Robert makes the catch, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. Back here on the south side, going to line up 6. Now the 3rd baseman, Josh Rojas. And he pumps it a strike. Next offering is fouled back. base hit center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Runner takes off. And first offering is fouled off. Rojas aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras makes the grab. One down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel
Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Man at first, one away. And that one hammered. That's back there. Forget it. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Yoel Payamps gets the ball now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now let's go and like the city, yeah. Rebels where it's at, we gotta hit it up.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch is inside. 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. Breaking ball inside, and the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber. And when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
Here's the catcher, Corey Lee. This to third. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Mike Tauchman. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now. Seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
On the ground to first, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground. Whips it to first. Tuchman is gone. Inning over. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, no one left. 7th inning coming up. White Sox 7 and the Brewers 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Leisure.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Tuchman puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. He's grounded out a couple of times. Right side, Sosa. Just 1 out remaining for the Brewers. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Swung on, belted. That one's deep. In 1 hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here's Yelich at the dish. 1 for 3. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. That's the ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.